Is he good? You guys okay? All right, well, good morning. Just after 9 p.m. on Tuesday evening, deputies responded to a shots fired call in the 2900 block of Edenboro Road on Johns Island. Deputies spoke to the caller and searched the area, not locating the suspect. And again, just after 3 a.m. this morning, deputies received another call from the same person that this individual had returned to the area. While en route, deputies spotted the suspect's vehicle at the intersection of Maybank and River Road. A traffic stop was attempted, a pursuit ensued, and ended at the intersection of Edenboro Road and Caroline Lane on Johns Island. The male suspect fled on foot and deputies gave chase. At some point during the encounter, the male suspect fired at deputies, striking a Charleston County deputy in the chest. By the grace of God, the deputy's body armor stopped that bullet. Our deputies returned fire, killing the suspect. Our deputy that was struck by the round did receive medical attention on the scene and was released and is doing fine. The deputies that were involved have been placed on administrative leave with pay pending further investigation. So I want to make sure everybody in our community knows there are no other suspects involved at this time and that there's no further threat to our community. The South Carolina Law Enforcement Division was immediately notified and responded to the scene. And this is now a SLED investigation, and all questions pertaining specifics of the investigation need to be directed at them.
I'm going to take a few questions very few, and then we'll be done.
Well, I don't know if you can answer this, but what do you guys do when an officer is shot? Well, I mean, obviously there's an investigation. Obviously, do you guys do debriefs and stuff like that? Is there anything additional that
Sure.
goes from the typical?
The absolutely first thing we do is check on them. Do we make sure they're okay? And when I got on the scene, we wanted to make sure their families had been notified and not seeing that something had occurred in the news. So we made sure that. We have a great mental health team and support team within the sheriff's office that will be working with all of our deputies that were involved, not just the one that was shot, but the ones that had to engage the suspect. They are on administrative leave with pay pending our investigation, and then they'll go through a debrief on everything that's happened, both work with our mental health partners to make sure they're okay, and they'll receive continuing care and peer mentoring the situation.
Do we know what happened between the first call and the second call, where he went or what happened?
We don't, and again, that's with a lot of things that SLED will be uncovering. What happened for that 9 o'clock period till when we engaged the suspect again, not sure. No, sir.
How long was the difference between the two calls?
Well, the initial call that we got was 9 o'clock in the evening on Tuesday evening for the shots fired. We responded, no contact. Then we got the call back a little before 3 a.m., and that's when we encountered him in that area I described. Yes.
Out there at 9 p.m., how long were deputies searching for the suspect?
I don't have that information in front of me, but that's certainly something SLED can help provide, and we'll have all that captured in our CAD notes through dispatch.
Was there any instance as to why he returned to that same scene?
Not at this time. Again, that's something that I'm going to have to defer back to our SLED investigators, not trying to not answer your question. It's just they have a very thorough investigation they're going to have to do, and we don't want to share any information that might taint what they're trying to find out.
Were any residences struck by gunfire?
We did search the area and work with SLED on that to ensure that no other houses had been struck, and we have not identified any other persons that were injured. We did do that in that area.
Were there civilian witnesses?
Again, we're canvassing, and SLED's looking for other witnesses, and that'll come out with their investigation. Anything else?
When was the last time a deputy was shot? Do you know off the top of your head?
When was the last time?
Yeah.
I don't have the date in front of me, but I know it's an incident involving two of ours several years ago, and thank God they survived and are doing well. And again, thank God that our body armor saved and protected this deputy who was struck.
Do you have intentions to release the name of the officer who was shot?
At some point, again, we're working with SLED on that, and before we do any of that, because right now we're concerned about not his safety, because he is safe, but his mental well-being, physical well-being. So those are our first and foremost precautions and concerns with him.
How long did the chase go on for?
Again, don't have that in front of me. Again, that's going to be something that SLED will provide So if you look at where the area we encountering to the area stopped, it might give you an idea. Anyone else? I appreciate it. Just wanted to make sure I came here, was just transparent, let y'all know what was going on. And as this develops, we will continue to stay in touch with all of our media partners, letting y'all know what's going on. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.